Everyone. Just putting video together of some fun tech tools that I've been using, and Gimkit is one of them that I'm sure some of you heard. Maybe some of you are using, and if you are using it, then you understand. If you aren't, give it a try. You can get a free 30-day trial. You can keep. I have 3 emails, so I can get. I'm working on 3 months of free time on this, but eventually it's going to get me for about $60, but it's worth it. So when you get in here, you're going to go into Gimkit Live, and Gimkit Live is going to take you into what you'll primarily use are your kits. You create a new kit just like you would in Kahoot. So if you use Kahoot, you understand, you just give it a name, select language, subject, and you just keep on going through. There's some other settings for it, but then eventually you start adding questions. And so when you start adding questions, so this is one I think I stole. I don't even think I created, but there's so many. Just like Kahoot, you can just look up the kits, and then edit them to fit your needs and whatever you want to do. And that's what I do. I don't spend a lot of time building them unless I can't find one. If I can find one, I just take it and I edit it. And so this one is one for reconstruction. It has about 19 questions in there. And once you finish the kit. You can also see that it has like options over here. You can add question banks. You can import spreadsheets that have questions. It does a lot of things. You can create flashcards with it. It's really amazing in that sense. There's so many things you can do with this. And once you create your kit, the simplest thing to do is, play it. And it gives you lots of different options here. Like, for example, this is something new, Humans versus Army. They did have one that was floor is lava. The lava rose. If the kids would answer a question, the lava would rise. If they didn't answer questions fast enough and get them right, then the lava would burn them. So it was they loved it. Then there was team mode, and that's kind of what I use because it puts them, in the individual mode, once they get to a certain point where they think like I can't win, they kind of give up. But the team mode keeps them moving, keeps them active. And so you can set your number of players there. You can set your team, like I said, your players. You can set your time. The default is 10 minutes. I like to drop that down to 6 or 7 minutes. You can give them starting cash. There's a lot of different things. I don't know. I put them all on, and except for, I don't know, there's different things you can do. They know, and they know how to use it. But then when you hit the continue, it goes into the game, and they sign in, and then you hit the play button, and they get into it. And it just rotates through those questions, kind of like quizzes. And you get options as you earn money, you get options to purchase things like power-ups or double money, or you can freeze a player, and they might not be able to answer questions for 10 seconds. And so they do these things to sabotage each other, but at the same time, they're earning money, and they're trying to win the game, and their rankings just fluctuate up and down, and they just watch it, and they're invested in it, and they love it, and they're playing hard, and they just keep on going. And like I said, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot like Kahoot. It takes away that Kahoot, like you can teach as you go through, so you don't have that option. The kit runs itself. You don't really do a whole lot, but they do a whole lot. You can make it an assignment. So you can assign it as an assignment, and they would have set a certain amount of money they have to reach. And then once they reach that amount of money, that assignment's ended. All right. You can set it however you want. And target cash, you give them the link, they go in, they answer the questions, they try to get to that target amount of money. And that's the assignment they have. You can also assign the game as homework, and so they would play, just enter in and individually play it on their own, and they would move up and down the ranking. So there's a lot of things you can do. There's also something else they just introduced, was Gimkit Inc., and it's just something new. It's not even out yet, but it's going to be coming out. But it's going to be great. It's going to be a sort of like a place where they can write their own stories and post it and add videos in, and all the kids, it's almost like Flipgrid but for writing. And the kids can view them, they can do all kinds of things, they can add comments to them. It's going to be really fantastic. So Gimkit Inc. is something new. It's not out yet, but I recommend when it does come out, I think in January or February, checking it out, because I think it's going to be really really useful to a lot of us in the remote. And once it does come out, I'll do a video on it as well. All right. If you have any questions about it, just reach out to me.